have these basics, but this is not the end. You can research further, but you already have a basic for today's work that is awaiting us. Let's look at another part of a song which we are calling a pre-chorus. And I'll play a song with these parts. Okay? So a pre-chorus is not common in every song, by the way. You can just put that disclaimer. That is why the first sentence is saying, this is not generally a regular element. When it appears, it is located immediately after the verse preceding the chorus. Ni song, it's part of a song that is not the chorus, but it's not the verse. Okay? Sawa sawa. It is sometimes referred to as a lift, a channel, a climb, a setup. Unajua ni ile watu wamekuja, they have an expectation, but before you take them to that place, unawapeleka kwa ka diversion. Like, for example, a basic structure an instrumentalist will tell you, inakuwaga na which chords should not miss in any song. 1, 4, 5. Si ndio? But instead ya kwenda 1, 4, 5, which other arrangement can you have? 1, 3, 6, then unakuja 4, then unakuja 5, then ukiendelea. Enda research hizo vitu. You are a musician. Chord progression, you can write that. Chord progression. We will learn this maybe 2024 in our theory classes. Is it making sense? Yes. So a pre-chorus will not just take you, where unaenda una anticipate, there is a chorus. I don't know whether I should play it at this particular time. No, let me just play it afterwards because I have it. Or alternatively, I don't know whether my phone will be able to do that. The song title that we want to listen with a pre-chorus inaitwa sung by Hillsong. But hii ni kuaibia hapa. Let me not do that. Let me not give you answers. So, this part is also optional. You don't have to have it. Okay? Niogeresheni kidogo. Yes, please. What is the purpose of it? When it is there, it adds flavor, of course, to the music, but it is crafted to connect and propel the listener both melodically and lyrically into the chorus. It's like, I don't want to call it a bump, but ni kitu inafanya ukuje tu umeenda, ndio ukiingia kwa chorus, yani uko ndani tu. I don't know. Now, how can I say that beyond the words that are here? Connect, propel the listener melodically, and also the words that are in that song have to serve that purpose. So it is kind of building up into the chorus. That is easier? Okay. So then, what are the guidelines of having it? If one verse includes a pre-chorus, a pre-chorus. No, for international audience, don't worry. They will just wonder what it is I'm talking about. If one verse has a pre-chorus, all verses typically will include it. So there is no way you are going to have a pre-chorus in one verse, alafu ikosekane. And when we'll play that song, you will understand what I'm talking about. So if you choose to have it, please make sure that it is in every place. It has a different melody and rhythm from other section of the song. It does not look like a verse, and it is not like a chorus. It is a pre-chorus. Okay? It has 2 or 4 lines. Tumesema verse, it has how many? Unajua mnaenda kuandika wimbo, so you better get this. Na siwapee hizi notes. 4 or how many bars? Ati 4, 8. 8 or? Okay, good students. So now the pre-chorus, see come a verse. It's not that long. As you can see, it has either 2 or 4 lines. Half the verse. Okay? But remember, na mtafanya hata song moja. Kuna group lazima ifanye moja iko na hii. Ndio tuone kama tumele. Actually, all the groups. The other guideline, of course, when a song has 2 lines, how many bars will it have? When a song has 4 lines, how many bars will it have? Guy J. So each side. When a music has 4 lines, how many bars will it have? 8. Aisabu uepuki. Okay, let's go on. All pre-choruses have the same melody. So utakuja useme ati pre-chorus ya verse 1 uniconvince haifana ati sijui inafaa kusound different na verse 2. No. They have the same melody. And when I talk melody ni vile unaimba. If you choose that, whenever you are coming to the pre-chorus, you'll have na 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 na. Of course, you can record it now. To me, I don't know who sang that except me. Each verse's pre-chorus repeats the same lyric. Please note that. Okay? Don't introduce a new lyric, in as much as sometimes that can happen. But avoid introducing a new lyric. And the sample that we have picked to express this obeys these rules. Okay? Ile kitu natafuta with this training is so that your music ya chetu kuwa very basic. Hata yangu. I've avoided to write music for the longest because I don't just want to write. So the information you have will make you write a very complex song, but very beautiful and interesting. Okay? Let's look at the chorus now. How many slides? Oh, my Jesus. Hey, I learned 20 more minutes. Let me run now. Before I come, what do you think a chorus has? What is the purpose of a chorus? Emphasize the theme of the song. Another thing? Makes the song beautiful. Every answer is allowed. Guy, meimba hizo nyimbo, hizo miaka zote umekuwa ukiimba, you don't know what is the verse. Hata nyinyi. Carries the core message. Okay. It was just saying it emphasizes the theme of the song. Emphasizes the theme. Carol, what do you think, Cora? What do you think it does? What is the most characteristic thing about a chorus in a song? Sorry? It's easy to sing. Good. Repetitive. Yes, I was looking for that. Kim does not know what you're talking about. What is the purpose of a chorus, Eunice? You're saying the same thing. Thank you, Mercy. You have no idea. My brother. The main message. There is something I talked about earlier when I was talking about the song title. And I said that the song title in most cases is not found where? In the verses, okay? So it must be found somewhere, and that somewhere is in the chorus, okay? So it is catchy. You've said that it's catchy. It has to be catchy. What song do you know comes to mind that has a catchy chorus? Do you know what catchy is? Ukisikia tu mara ya kwanza utajua, wow, that must be the chorus. We make a miracle worker, a promise keeper. It's repetitive or repetitious. Okay? We sing, we are allowed to sing along. If the congregation cannot go with your, those things, like a song I have here, we were doing some practice tonight. What was it? Faithful. Have you heard the song Faithful? Yeah, Moses. Is it Moses who? Bliss. How many people have heard that song? Do you know you cannot sing along with that guy unless you are the soloist? When he's singing the verse. Do you expect 95% of the congregants to sing that? You are who you are, yesterday, today, and forevermore. What you said. Imagine that old lady in the church. It's what you do. Ooh. Do you think that old lady in the church or your bishop can follow along? But what if we are singing the chorus? How does the chorus go? You're too faithful to disappoint me. Hata ule shosho mzee ajaimba English, si ataimba. Because it's easy to sing. So don't complicate your chorus when you go to write. Today. We are not writing tomorrow. We are writing today. In a few minutes. Okay? So chorus summarizes the idea and emotion of the song in a general way. And it can be relatable with everyone. And it hammers the title home. You're too faithful to fail me. Again, it repeats in the second verse. The second line. You're too faithful to disappoint me. You proven? Again, another emphasis. You're too faithful to fail me. Okay? That faithful word that you saw up there is emphasized in the chorus. So if you choose a song, Grace, your chorus will have to, of course, don't repeat grace. Like the grace of Jesus, I love this grace. You know, the grace has done me well. The grace of Jesus, the grace of Jesus, the grace. When you have to repeat I have a secular song. You will forgive me, I didn't get a Christian one. But see, gengetone, it's just another. I hope you have not recorded that statement I've made. And if so, our producer, you will just delete it. It's a good song. I don't listen to it, but I used to listen to it in my other... But I know some of you are singing it. You'll get it. Don't worry, I'm coming there. It is not, please. Nivilesi kuweka in bold and capital. It is not, our chorus is not intended to introduce new material nor detailed information. Hapo sio kwenye sasa umeri. By the way, also faith goes with grace. And then hoops. No. Or you start defining grace. Grace is what? Grace teaches us not to say no to all things. And something. You now bring all quotations of the Bible and you're just singing about grace in the chorus. Don't be detailed. Make it easy. This role belongs to where? To the verses. Okay? Moving on swiftly. The chorus is constructed to sound natural. And I think we've said that when we were analyzing the song of Faithful. To repeat after every verse and bridge. in the instances where the song has a bridge. Na siongei kuhusu bridge ya river. Of course, you are musicians, you know what I'm talking about. So it is intended to repeat, and it has to sound natural. Don't constrict words. Unasikia vile flow yangu ya words iko, the way you are taught in school. Unajua kuna vile tuna sounding words mpaka inasa hiyo si your word. Complicated. When I'm talking about natural, I'm talking about if a song is supposed to be stressed, complicated. Why is the stress? Wale watu mnajua kizungu, I only passed because I had to pass. Ndio nisianguke. Complicated. Is it cated? Walimu wako hapa mbele watatuambia. Okay, now for those people who have no idea even what we are talking about, every word, like Swahili, you stress the last syllable. We talked about syllable when you are late. Every language has got its stress. Either the second syllable, ama the second last, ama the first. That is why. So, hakuna video tutasema complicated. Of course, what on atam na check, I didn't even, So I have to say, if I'll have to sing, it's complicated. It's complicated. If you stress those things in a natural manner, hiyo ndio napataga song inarushwa kwa dustbin. Because now you are teaching them a new language. They cannot relate with it. Okay? Do you get what I mean? So ensure that the words fit in where they are supposed to fit in. You stress them. Even when we are singing, don't compress a word mpaka it loses its meaning. So and that is why, for those people we have interacted with when we are learning a new song, we have to read out the lyrics without even bringing in the melody. We read the lyrics out so that, are they making sense to you? Usiwahi learn song kama hujui inasema nini. And is it making sense in your head? So kuna wale watu husema head. So you wonder, is it in ile head ya shetani? There is head, H-A-D-E. But they are referring to the head. My head. So you wonder, okay, let me not go there. Wacha tu tukue very kind. Okay, it has 4 or 8 lines. What do those translate in musical bars?
8 or 16 verse.
4 or 8 lines. How many musical bars are those? 8. Okay, simseme with confidence. Those people who are floating, we have some floaters in the other room. Tulisema, if a music has got 2 bars, two lines, it will have. And there is a music. Na tafadhali usibebe hiyo muziki yangu. Please bring it. And na ule mtu umeona ameingia tu muonyeshe. And I can see my friend over there. You can help to explain what the people will be looking at. What is a musical bar? Onyesha wale wamefika. Just move it around. And na watu wenye mlikuwa here on Sunday, don't look twice. You already know what I'm talking about. But watu wenye hamkuwa na mjai kwa lesson, including band members, you don't need to look twice. Because you already know. We've done some music theory, you know what a musical bar is. But for the sake of ule mtu haelewi, msaidie kushika, okay? So we are talking about, it has 4 or 8 lines. Don't do a chorus with 16 lines. How do you expect somebody will even know what you're talking? You'll have introduced new material. What else will you have done? What are the notes of a chorus? Yeah, repeated yourself. I'm asking, what are the notes of a chorus? N-O-T-S. N-O-T-S. The notes, not the notes.
Not too detailed. Oh, notes.
Uh-huh. detailed. So even if we are repeating, we are not repeating ourselves senselessly to lose the listener. Okay? So make sure it exceeds the sensible limit. The chorus has the same melody and lyrics. You know, I have to close my tongue so that for the sake of the international audience, each time it is repeated. Okay? What do we mean with that? Of the chorus. So usiende ati umejengeka na hapo mbele una switch unasema hiyo ni chorus. That will be another part of a song. We'll classify it either as a pre-chorus, a bridge, or something else. So the chorus has to have the same lyrics and melody. What? Okay, wale watu wa Mount Kenya, we excuse you. It has to have the same. Please remind each other when you go to write. As you go to write, in the writing session, remind each other. Na Mungu ameniokoa kweli. The title almost appears at least once in the chorus. It has to appear at least once. So when we are talking about all these things, what do you think when you sit with a material and you want to write a song? What should be the first thing you think about? Chorus. That's chorus. Mm-hmm. Purpose. Another person. Sorry? Message. Another person. The title. That is the word I'm looking at. Because without it, your chorus will not make sense. Or there is another way, because we look at it in December, not now, how music comes. And I think I've talked about these things maybe somewhere, I don't know where. You know, unajua, as a musician or as a singer, you need to have a recorder always. Sababu, of course, not when the sermon is going on and then the pastor is there preaching a song in a calm, unatoa simu, unaanza kuimba, disrupting your neighbor. No. But a song can come anytime. Na isikue saa ile unafanya interview alafu ushindage ukitufanya tuombe. Umefukuzwa nje. Okay? So we are saying that when that melody comes, analyze it to know whether that's a message you want to advance so that it forms part of you start building on it using these things we are talking about. Whether it will play as a verse, a chorus, a pre-chorus. Just when those melodies, how many people record whatever comes to mind? Oh my Jesus, 3, 4, 5. What about the rest? You assume? Wait, I'm asking this. Wacha niulize na Kiswahili. Ni watu wangapi who record ka melody kwa kikuja kwa kichwa hata kama si Kenya amesikia kwa radio? Yeah, at least. Yeah. Please. Na kama simu yako ina memory ongeza. Just buy that ka cheap. I'm just helping you. So utaishi kusema mimi siwezi andika wimbo. Na wimbo Mungu tu anakurushia tu. Wekaga record hata kwa bedside. Kawimbo kakikuja, just record it. Because in the morning you will not remember it. Yes. Okay?
That's right.
Yeah, you need to pay me for that. Of course you know it, I know. So the title almost always, that is why I've insisted on it, appears at least once in the song. And the part that we want to look at, this relationship between the chorus and the title, we look at some points to emphasize on this point that the title almost always, hiyo ni kizungu kweli, appears at least once in the chorus. That is a point we want to emphasize. and see how that happens, okay? So the song title can appear both the first and the second lines of the chorus. Like, you're too faithful to fail me. Does it appear in the second line? You're too faithful to disappoint me. Okay? So you already know what I'm talking about with that. The song title in the chorus can appear in the first and last lines of the chorus. Hizi ndizo vitu nitakuwa naangalia saa ile you are bringing in your piece of song that you are writing today. Where does the song title appear in the chorus? Which song comes to mind that has the first and the last lines? Ikiwa na think of a Swahili, English, Kikuyu, Luo, Kalenjin, whatever. Just sing it. Now that one comes the first and the second line. There is one that has the first and the last. I don't know whether it's the one that I have, because no, this one does not have that. But you can think about that. If I get it, I'll share it. Yes, please. Naijulikane wewe ni Mungu. Sing. What is the title of that song? That one again repeats the first and the second line. So we want one. I've triggered your mind so that you analyze. Every time you have a song, now you know what to analyze. When you are singing a chorus, look at a song. When the title is Naijulikane, how is it positioned within the... And you know these are international standards. These are not JAMA things. So these are the things that if you have an international producer, they will look at. And their song can pass the test or be thrown in the dustbin. Okay? Wambiwe, wewe si mwandishi wa wimbo, wewe enda ukafanya kitu ingine. Don't allow yourself to do that. That is why we are doing this. So think about a song. If you get it, write it down. Or you can write it today in the songwriting thing. The other way, the title can begin the chorus and is repeated one or more times within the chorus and ends the chorus. Kama hiyo naijulikane waweza, naijulikane naijulikane. It is appearing all over the place. Part 3, unaweza weka naijulikane as an example. It is in the first, second, third, and inamalizia the song. It can be only lyric in the chorus, except for the last line. And I think I deleted that. No. It's somewhere else. So inaweza kuwa, give me a song title. It can be the only lyric. Inakato, like Nena. The one that was sung by Karura Voices. Sing the chorus. Mm-hmm. So it appears as the only lyric. Why? What is funny? Oh my goodness. You need Jesus, not Karura Forest. Voices. Okay. You see that? So when you see that, that is a structure that is acceptable. Okay? But of course, yes, let me not add that. It can be saved until the last line of the song. Which one comes to mind? the title can be saved. Uko chini. So you sing whatever you are singing in the chorus, but it will just be the highlight. Analyze. So what are we saying? To be effective, the lines of the melody, when you are using that part as the last line, to be effective, for it to be effective, the lines in the melody and lyric that precede the last line, hizo line zingine ziko huko juu za hiyo chorus, ndio uimbe the title as the last line, ought to be exceptionally catchy in order to sustain listeners' attention all the way through the verse and the chorus before bringing up the title. So kama umeandika vitu boring huko juu, by the time you are coming to the title, watu washachoka. So it has to be very interesting if you choose this. You can imagine you have sung the verse and maybe you repeated the verse twice, and I think, kwa nini hii song inanipeleka hivi? This song, there is a Swahili song. I left my book that has those songs, and I don't want to disrupt that. It's not here. Give me a title of a song, you know. Not the ones we've mentioned. Ajua, the challenge is that the reason you don't know the titles is we umekuwa tu ukiimba. Guilty as? We song tu inakubebanga. Hata hujui ni nani aliimba, hujui imetoka wapi, hujui title ni gani. Ama saa ingine tu tunaimbaga chorus. Hata hatujui hizo verses zingine zinasema nini na huko. So, give me one song so that I emphasize on this point as I talk about two more points. Hebu imba nifinyange, chorus.